Hi, I'm Kevin Klein, City Councillor for Charleswood, Tuxedo Westwood, and Chair of the Winnipeg Police Board. I struggled doing a video at this moment, a little bit heated, really trying to figure out what politicians are in this for. What are we here for? You know, what's our job? I mean, that's why I ran for office, was to bring a different perspective and different ideas to City Hall, to bring some concepts that might be opposite of what they're doing, but they might work, or to massage them, even just share the ideas and think about what could be best for the city. And it's frustrating when stuff like that doesn't happen. And what this all kind of stems from a meeting I left not that long ago with the Finance Committee, and I spoke to them as the chair of the Winnipeg Police Board because we recently have started doing their budget. They're only giving us a couple weeks to dig into it, but I wanted to do the best version of zero-based budgeting I could do for that budget, and the board is working tirelessly. All the board members want us to be fiscally responsible, but they want the police board to understand your needs and your concerns. And we are hearing that people want response times to improve. When they call for help, they want to know somebody's coming. They want to see more police cars in their neighborhoods, and we want to do that, but we also have to be fiscally responsible. And we know the service is working hard. They were, in fact, working harder and harder every day. So we're looking for ways to find expenses within the budget that we can get rid of, that we can move off and take those dollars and reallocate them to the service so that they can do a better job fighting crime, or they can put more people on the street to fight crime. And one of the areas going through the budget this year that members of the police board recognized was administrative fees. Now, administration fees come in various different methods. If we pay rent, and so that's a fee that wasn't there 10 years ago or 9 years ago or whatever it is. So that's new. That really doesn't pay for policing, does it? If you want to get work done, you have to pay a fee to get that work done to the city. City does the work, but you got to pay them an administration fee for that, and then you got to pay them to do the work. All kinds of stuff. But today was specifically for, wait till I get to gas, sorry. Today was specifically for the fleet. It's where you get your vehicles from, your cars. So the police are trying to buy a new command center. They need one. The old one is, 30 some odd years old. It's a Winnebago. It doesn't work anymore. And when you're in a city over a certain population, you're required to have a command center. So the police want to buy one. They have to. But if Fleet buys it, it costs you and I almost $50,000 more just because we have to buy it off Fleet. If the service buys it, we don't have to pay that $50K. And what are we giving them that money for? Nothing. Quite frankly, nothing. They're not doing anything about it. And this happens when we start leasing these vehicles, because the city buys them and then we lease them from the city. And when we lease them from the city, we have to pay an administration fee, and then you have to pay a leasing fee. So, I understand why they do this. In corporations, we used to do it. We called it, corporate office or centralization, and we would funnel money into the corporate office so that it paid for everybody in corporate, and corporate looked cheap. Well, the departments or the divisions suffered because they didn't have as much money to put towards their services. So their service levels went down. Same thing's happening here. This department, Fleet, is a $50 million department. They charge the police 5% to put insurance on their vehicles. Now, we're talking about police vehicles, the specialized vehicles, the motorcycles, whatever they need to put MPI insurance on, they charge 5% for that. But they don't do any of that work. The police do all that, but they still have to pay the 5% to the administration. That's the frustrating part about this, and that's why I want us to do a zero-based budget review. Please, I have one more chance at the next council meeting to bring it up. This is not about personalities. It's not about egos. What are we here for? We're here to do the best that we can do for the city. We're here to provide public safety. We're here to manage the money properly, to be good stewards of the money, not just to pick pet projects and throw money at it so we can get our picture on national TV. We are here to do a job. And that job means we're going to have to look into our expenses deeper. And we're going to have to find out where the pockets of money are that are being hidden. Because you're moving $50 million into one department. Where does it go? What if you have money left over? Does it go to general revenues? You have a $24 million capital fund. What are you doing with that? You know, when the police cars are done, we give them back to Fleet. They have to sell the police cars. I didn't get a chance to ask. Do they give us the money back? Haven't seen that. I'm going to keep asking for it. So all of these questions, and that's one department. They do this for every department. That's why I'm saying, if you did a zero-based budget review of a $1 billion plus budget, could you save 10%? Probably. That's $100 million. It's a lot of potholes. It's a lot of potholes. We'll see what happens at the next City Council meeting. If you want to send me a question, kevink@kevinklein.ca, or leave it here on social media. Take care.